following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Each one of these piles is missing a different bone. What? Why were you... What? Are you doing this on purpose, or...?
That's not very humorous.
Of course! Of course!
What more do you want from me?
Well, I guess we found where this missing bones were.
It's where they've ended up. Is there anything else in the room that
A door. At the far side.
I'll go check the door. Which way does it hinge?
Hmm?
Which way does the door hinge?
The other way.
The other way. I'll draw my sword.
Oh, wait. In case this room explodes, let me just check these papers.
He asks reasonably.
Make haste, we can't be here for long.
So it's a pile of paper. I'll start looking
They're
through
indecipherable.
Indecipherable.
They're mainly got a bunch of drawings and scribblings and etchings. Although you do find one piece of paper that stands out. It is different. It has actual clear writing on it.
This seems like an extension of the piece I found in the other well. This one says Egg 33, but the other one says Prologue.
So what does it say?
There is no hate, only joy, for you are beloved by the goddess. Hero of the dawn, healer of worlds. Dreams of the morrow hath the shattered soul. Pride is lost, wings stripped away, the end is nigh.
So it doesn't help us at this moment.
No. What are the... So what all the... It's a bunch of, drawings and shit, right? What are the drawings of?
Human anatomy.
Ah, okay.
And part human, part wolf anatomy. And then lots of drawings with arrows leading from one bit to another and some cross-moginations. And then there's one startling piece written in Romanian which says, blood is the key. If we can get the blood from the wolf.
So the symbols, because it's written in a language I don't know, right?
It appears to be a cipher.
That's a cipher. Okay.
I know, if only Seraphine was around.
Yeah.
She literally had ciphering.
Can I give an attempt at deciphering it?
Sure. And a straight intelligence check with massive amounts of penalty.
Yeah. What?
He can't practically use
Can't
it.
practically use it.
The exception is languages.
It's a cipher, it's a language.
If it's with penalties, that's a no. 'Cause it's pretty close to my end.
Well, that definitely will be a no.
Yeah.
It looks very
Technical.
very advanced. Judging from the drawings, someone here knows their shit about how people are built. And that kind of knowledge can come either from exhuming the dead or butchering people to find out how their organs fit. There's a very detailed drawing of how, if someone's innards actually fit into their body while they're not dead. This is new information to you.
Can I
so you
take all of that stuff?
You can.
Yeah.
It's not nailed down. Underneath, etched and burnt into the table, is a pentagram in a circle with flaming sun-like rays coming off of it.
Do I know what this could mean? Like an obscure knowledge roll?
Yes, absolutely obscure knowledge.
Oh my god. No, it's a big no, fam.
But if it's etched, you could take a rubbing of it.
He's right.
Yeah.
If there was anything to write with here. And don't tell me you brought your lap desk because I know you didn't.
Well, no, like, it's also, like, it's a reasonably simple, right?
Yeah.
It's something I could remember. It's not insanely complex.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the odds that the number of rays coming off it mean anything?
Yeah, so I'll try to remember it. And then I'll, like, grab all these, How many papers are there?
You could bind a book out of it.
Oh.
The only one that isn't like in very bad condition is the one I've given you, which is like, it's from something else, from the looks of it. It's in a different hand, it is very clean. It was set aside almost all on its own.
Yeah.
Sulan by the door makes a difficult hearing check.
Percentile or detect noise or...
A difficult hearing check.
So, yep. It's a 6.
She don't hear nothing.
Is there anything else in the room, or is it just body parts, basically?
Candles.
Yeah.
The jars. You've got the papers. There's the table there. No, there's just the door and the way you came in.
Do you want to check the other jars, or just go?
Oh shit, actually there is. I'm sorry, I missed it. I'm sorry. There is a thin strip of paper, that long, with strange writing on it you can't read. And it is dangling over the way you came in, just like pinned above it.
It's attached to the wall, though, right?
Yes, dangling
It's
down.
It is attached to the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there, can I read the writing?
It says Psycho Madeda. Which means this is as far as you go.
We need to hurry.
Oh?
You hear a key being put into the lock on the other side of the door.
I'll get him to just come behind the door. Well,
Are you taking the papers?
As many of them as I can, like, put away.
He gathers up the papers and stuffs them down the front of his tunic, and then runs over to the door where Sulan is. He is able to do this in time through my magnanimity. And also because he gave me these. And magnanimity is not a word, none of them pointed it out.
I was wondering doing the.
so
Go and get your beef's worth.
I will put away this.
Also, what kind of asshole picks beefy McSuper against, like, normal dudes?
I didn't know who they were picking.
Actually, Skinwalker's beaten him several times, so you did
Yeah.
have a shot there.
So I'll put away my sword and draw my other sword. Actually, I'll draw the dagger.
Okay. The door opens. That way.
So I was behind the door and let it.
No, the hinge is on the other side, so it opens
Oh, yeah.
outwards to you.
Yep.
And so you're just beside the wall there. And a robed figure walks in. Makes a start, and then rushes over to the table. And it says, "You guys, ihr geht das Ihnen nicht, but vielleicht besieben Sie gut."
I'll step up to, or I'll sneak up behind it and hold the dagger against it.
Are you doing it enough to prick the skin?
No.
It gets really still. I have some gold. Yeah, I will give you the gold if you leave me alone. You have come to rob me, yes?
No. Who are you working for?
I cannot say.
Believe me, if I push the stagger in any further, you won't be saying anything. Don't move.
I cannot make that betrayal.
If I say the name, it won't be a betrayal, would it?
I am aware of semantics. I cannot make that betrayal. You will have to kill me. I go to my grave, knowing that I have been loyal to the great Roman.
What are you doing here?
I am saving the world.
By?
The armies of the Dark God are coming, and we will need equally powerful armies to stop him. I have found the workings of a genius called Maldred, and I am engineering a perfect creature, a perfect soldier, with the mind and soul of a man, and the power of a wolf were. Look at my work. My notes have been stolen. You have them, yes? Look over the work. You know it is true. I will save the world.
By destroying it.
No, they will be loyal and reasoning. They will want to save the world. We know this. I have spoken with a werewolf who could only talk about the wondrous power of the Chosen and how they will save the world. It is true. They all worship them. They will obey. You must let me finish. The world hangs in the balance. The Dark God must be stopped.
He will be, but it won't be done by this way. This is foul.
Says you. You do not know. Let me convince you. Look over my notes. You will see I am right. A perfect being. If I could just make it. I'm so close.
So you are the only one doing this?
I'm the only one with the advanced visionary wisdom to do this. Except I will make the roll. He is dead. There is a thunderous clap as his soul escapes his body visibly, tries to head over to him, and then is drawn into your knife. Briefly, the spread wings of the bird on the hilt glow and then fade away to normal. He crumples to the ground. His last words were, "But it was so good."
You were saying?
You could have gotten the cipher.
From the other room, there is a small thunderclap and the sound of a bit of paper hitting the floor.
Check the other.
The shadow servant becomes unsummoned and the
that's what I
summoner
figured, yeah.
dies.
The only thing stopping it from attacking us with this blade.
Well, there's a body now in a robe. It is a grey robe. It has gold trim.
Did he have anything on him at least?
I wouldn't know what to look for. You can look. I'll check the next room.
We'll deal with you first. In his pocket, folded up, was a willow-reinforced pointy hat.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing his face, you realize it's the Witcher from that camp who liked your hat.
Oh snap!
Oh,
Your best friend. He took your
He is wearing a ring. It will not come off. It is inscribed with magic runes. There's more notes rolled up and put in a tube on him.
If he has more tubes on him as well, that'll be an
He
to it.
doesn't.
Ah, okay. Can I fit more notes in the tubes?
You can if you're willing to tightly roll the paper.
I guess not.
There is a silver charm in the shape of a tooth hanging around his neck. Clearly some form of... He does have a pouch with a few Darsets in it. Like 49 of them. There is also one of the papers you take is a crude map of the city with some X's in the perfume quarter and the strong quarter, and one X in the trades quarter.
Is that where we are right now?
No, it's if you show it to Sulan later, she'll confirm it's where the bodies of the girls were presumably killed but not found.
Yeah.
Next room.
The next room is filled with jars of body parts. There's an eye floating in some kind of liquid. There's a heart. There's wolves, corpses stacked up. One of them is on a table split open with all of its bits arranged around it. There's a book, The Anatomy of a Wolf and a Comparison on Lycanthropic Curses by Count Hector.
I absolutely need that for my collection.
The Count Hector collection.
It weighs 5 pounds. It's about that big by that thick.
It's a big book. I'll continue up the stairs. Obviously the stairs.
It's in common.
Yeah.
By the way.
Sulan, we have a problem.
What?
This was a Witcher.
How's that a problem?
What? I mean, we can't just leave this here.
But the fire escape might not support him.
Well, why would we not leave him here?
You're just gonna leave everything here?
No.
It's a secret, so no one knows where it is.
I was going to find where this was, and then we could get someone that knows what's going on.
Yeah, but we also just killed a Witcher.
A murdering witch that was going to create a werewolf army.
I know that. I just feel it's more problematic than if it was just
Some dude.
dude.
You want to get rid of the evidence, someone's probably fine with eating him.
She's vegetarian, she doesn't eat people. Other witches aren't people, they have weird faces.
If you have an issue knowing what they're doing, there's probably a jar in there that would destroy the body.
There is a glass jar with a label on it that says Aqua Regia.
Bourbons and their glass everywhere, jeez.
Necromancers and wizards use a lot of glass over normal. It's why being a wizard is so expensive. Well, one of the many reasons why being a
'Cause
wizard
they
is so
have-
expensive, because glass is not cheap. It also needs to be made by a fucking professional.
You want to know there's certain components that can't be like tainted by just like pots and stuff. They've got to be, yeah.
Yeah. Aqua Regia is an acid that can dissolve gold, by the way.
If you're that concerned about the body.
I just pour it on. Is that how that works?
Sizzle, dissolve, beholden floor. It actually takes like about an hour to dissolve the body. No, but it will.
Was there an empty jar?
No. Unless you want to empty out one of the canopics and assume that the acid won't just eat right through it, which it will. That's why it's stored in glass.
Yeah, I'll dissolve the body.
Okay. So there's a door on the other side of the room you were in. Do you wish to open it?
Yes, I do.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you very sure? Even now it is not too late to turn back.
Which way is the door open?
Towards you.
Can I listen at the door first?
You can.
Is it quiet enough in here?
He's in the other room, so yes.
Won't be very good. No.
Sounds quiet, bro.
I will crack the door open. Well,
As you crack the door open, you hear a spawn.
That's what I was trying to remember.
to this one inside.
Trap.
Then I will.
Nothing seems to happen, though.
Can I see what's spawned on this side?
Yeah, there's a catch,
Yeah.
and it's released from this little thing that it was in.
Can I see what it's trying to activate?
No. Because it's not trying to activate anything. He disarmed it
Just
when he was coming through.
Yeah, I thought so.
So basically, just the release catch is spawning.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking lucky. I was hoping you'd actually explore more before you arrived. And then it would spawn in his face, and then the fire and the evidence.
It was like
Like last time.
If it was
Yeah.
Sulin and Saphira, maybe. There was no way I was never investigating this.
So I'll
Room isn't on fire.
What's in here?
continue forward silently.
Now that explains that slight look of irritation when you're like, I want to look at all the papers. There's no way that's happening now. Okay, so you open the door. On the other side, there are cages. It's a biggish room. There are cages along one wall containing people, young ladies, all of whom are alive, though they're not happy. They're weeping, barely able to move from the looks of it. And when you open the door and look at them, they respond with fear and begging. On the other side, there are cages filled with not living wolves and people, maybe monstrous hybrids, twisted, deformed corpses that clearly couldn't live, with different sized limbs on each of them, twisted faces who died in masks of horror and fear.
So it looks like they've been injected with werewolf blood or something similar like that.
It looks like something
like something.
monstrous has been done to them, and that they died in agony and pain and fear.
How many?
As the candlelight of the room catches your eyes, the caged girls scream louder.
Because they see my eyes.
This sound attracts the attention of Adrian.
I will. If I hear a bunch of screaming, I will rush upstairs.
There is a bunch of screaming.
Yeah.
Oh God, please save us, so they say.
But Sulin?
It's another one of them.
They believe I'm a werewolf.
Oh. Well, just why don't we just let them out?
Because
Then they see him, and one of them screams even louder.
Because they believe. Because I don't know if they've been infected or not.
And they start screaming, please don't kill us, please, we'll do anything, I'll do anything
Doesn't
you want.
matter, we
Please
should
help
just
us.
let them out.
Please save us, please, no, you can't kill us.
We can't just leave them here.
Oh God, they're going to leave us here to die. I don't want to be a creature.
At least
Etc.
ask them if they've been.
I'll move up. I'll go up to like the closest one.
They lack the strength to recoil. Tears roll down her cheeks as she looks up at what must be her killer.
What happened here?
Please, oh God, I'll tell you anything. Just let us go, please.
Okay.
Don't kill us.
Just talk. Tell me what happened.
Oh God, no, I'm gonna die. We've been taken, we're gonna die. You're going to turn us into a creature.
I'm going to go to the front of the building if I can.
It's another flight of stairs.
Yep.
You're not gonna like this.
No.
There's no good answer here. We'll stay with him for a little bit, because he has an actual time pressure. She is able to get out through gasps, and barely articulate, that they've all been brought here to die, to be turned into the creatures over there. one by one they've been taken from the cells, and when they were returned, they weren't human.
But she specifically says they were taken and then they came back. And everyone else here is fine. Do the cages open?
They're locked.
Did I see anything like a key that might...
You did not.
How strong are the cages? Like, I assume I can't...
Stronger than you are.
How many cages are there?
It looks like there are 6 distinct cages on this side of the wall.
Okay. Well, I have 6 HP to spend, so that's not a problem.
The doors pop open with each application. One of them screams, "Oh God, he's a wizard!" and kills her somehow. They're really grateful to be let free, but they can't escape. One of them tries dragging themselves, but they give up through lack of energy and power.
Yeah, so like, I can see them obviously. So like, the problem is that like, not that they've been deformed,
Basically
but they're
malnutrition.
just malnutrition.
And probably dehydration as well. Although there are bowls in there, they are dry.
Okay. And the room where I was in previous to this one, the one with all the jars, that was just like body parts and shit, right?
Well, you know there's a water source not far away.
The kitchen's the
well,
bit she's just got to.
Okay.
So there's a water barrel. There's a small stove with a chimney going somewhere. There's a large double-doored larder against the wall, and there's above the stove and around there drying it. There's strings of sausage. The other side, there's a butcher's block with parts. The Clonus horror. Do you really need me to go into what this is?
No.
Right, it's what it is.
So I'll go look out, trying to see if I can see outside.
More stairs.
Sulan, have you found food or a water source?
Yes, floor above.
I'll be back soon. I'll try to find something for you. As I'm moving through, I want to like assess how many cages there are. Like,
It seems like there are 6 distinct cages on that side.
so there's just 6 cages.
On the other side, where the deformation
Ah,
cages
okay.
are, there's more.
Alright, I wasn't sure. So there were no like more columns of cages. There's just 6. Okay. I will head up to.
I mean, each cage is stuffed with girls.
I was gonna say, yeah, how many girls are there per cage?
There could be about 30 girls
or
down
cell
there
or whatever.
in total.
I'll head up to where Sulan is.
So you see the human processing plant and the barrel of clean water. You surely aren't intending to feed them human.
You would hope.
How clean is this water?
It is cleaner than water should be in the Middle Ages, if you know what I mean. It's actually clean water.
It's just clean.
There's no visible contamination. There's also like a ladle with a thing like hooked into it. So
That doesn't mean it
Oh,
hasn't had
God,
something
sorry,
done
I'm
to
not
it as
there.
part of the experiment. They might have been getting fed something.
So your door opens out into a secret door in a room that looks like it's a room in an inn. You leave the room in the inn into a hall. You quickly realize you're in Shadowhearth.
Has anyone seen me?
Probably not.
I know which room it is,
You know which room you came from, certainly.
so I'll leave and put it back the way it was.
You're not telling him?
I will after I put it all back.
Okay.
I will be trying to figure out a way to move. Is there something I can move this barrel with?
There doesn't seem to be. But no one opened the larder.
Well, I mean, I'll look around, and if there isn't, I'll move. Because there is a ladder, right? What?
There's what looks like non-human food. I mean, non-made of human food in the larder. You return.
Yep.
Yeah.
She returns full of the knowledge of where meat comes from.
Sulan, can you see if you can find something to move this barrel?
Not downstairs, not easily. This exits into Shadowhearth.
What?
The hidden exit is in one of the rooms in Shadowhearth. So, if you wish to stay down here, you can. What I plan to do is to go back up through the exit and get Sir Reinhardt.
Okay, that's fine, but these girls are dying.
Yes, I realise that.
You could go back down, get their bowls, fill the bowls, and take them back down. Probably be faster and safer than maybe breaking the barrel.
There's real food in here.
No.
I'll open the door to the...
Like fruits, vegetables, clearly non-person. Definitively non-person foods.
We need to at least bring some of this down before we leave again.
To get the best and fastest help, we need to get somebody in here that has authority to come down and rescue them.
I don't know why you don't just split up. Let him feed them.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, you can do that, but I'm going to stay here.
Yes, that's fine. I was planning on you stay here, I'll be back.
Okay.
Alright. Give me a dex check to see how quickly and efficiently you can get food and water down to the
I'd
girls.
still advise
And then-
getting water from the well rather
I know you've got
than
herbalism
that
and healing, so you know
Yes.
not to just basically let them guzzle and drink
Yeah.
as much as they want. Okay, so I won't get you to roll for that, but I still want the dex check.
It's a fail. So it's pretty slow going, I guess.
Well, they weren't going to be dying anytime soon anyway. It's just a little torturous for some to be eating and able to drink while others can't. So it's just a little emotionally draining. So you head out into the night. The moon is clear. The city is deserted except for performers enacting some kind of ritual battle while puppeteers manipulate a scythe-wielding death figure. I need you to make a perception check. In dark green, with a bone mask, a reaper walks the streets, watching the unnoticing performers. It sees you. It does nothing. From the dark green of its cloak, this is not the same reaper that has been killing up north.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?